The history of Norway is deeply intertwined with the Vikings, a people whose influence stretched far beyond their Scandinavian homeland. From the late 8th to the 11th centuries, these skilled seafarers embarked on daring raids and explorations, navigating treacherous waters with unmatched expertise. They traveled far and wide, reaching the British Isles, Iceland, Greenland, and even North America, long before other European explorers. The Vikings were not just fierce warriors, however. Their prowess in battle was matched by their strategic acumen and adaptability. They were also skilled traders, artisans, and farmers, contributing to the economic and cultural landscapes of the regions they touched. Establishing settlements, they left a lasting impact on the cultures they encountered, blending their traditions with those of the local populations. Norway's rugged coastline, with its deep fjords and numerous islands, provided the perfect environment for the Vikings to develop their seafaring skills, which were crucial for their expansive voyages. Their iconic longships, capable of navigating both rivers and open seas, became symbols of their power and ingenuity, allowing them to strike swiftly and retreat just as quickly. The Vikings' raids instilled fear in their enemies, but they also played a crucial role in shaping the political landscape of Europe, leading to the formation of new alliances and defences. Their exploration and settlement of new lands expanded the Scandinavian world and led to the establishment of new trade routes, fostering connections between distant regions. While their reputation as fierce warriors often precedes them, the Vikings were also a complex and fascinating people who left an indelible mark on history, influencing the development of modern Europe in countless ways. Before the emergence of a unified Norway, the country was divided into numerous petty kingdoms. These small realms were often in conflict with one another, each ruled by its own chieftain or local king. The landscape was dotted with small villages and settlements, each with its own unique customs and traditions. It was Harald Fairhair, a legendary Viking chieftain who is credited with uniting these disparate realms under his rule. Harald was a formidable warrior and a shrewd leader, known for his ambition and determination. According to tradition, Harald vowed not to cut or comb his hair until he had conquered all of Norway. This vow earned him the nickname Harald Tanglehair during his early years. After years of warfare and strategic alliances, he achieved his goal and became the first king of a unified Norway in 872 AD. His journey was marked by numerous battles and significant sacrifices, but his vision for a united Norway never wavered. Harald's victory at the Battle of Hafrsfjord is often cited as the pivotal moment in Norwegian unification. This decisive battle saw Harald's forces triumph over a coalition of rival chieftains, solidifying his control over the region. This victory marked the beginning of a new era for Norway, one characterized by greater political stability and centralized rule. The unification brought about a sense of national identity and laid the foundation for the future growth and development of the kingdom. Harald's descendants would go on to solidify the kingdom's borders and establish a lasting dynasty. They continued to build on his legacy, ensuring that Norway remained a unified and powerful entity in the centuries to come. In 1397, Norway entered into a union with Denmark and Sweden under the Kalmar Union. This alliance, orchestrated by the ambitious Queen Margaret the Ferdinand of Denmark, aimed to create a powerful Nordic bloc against foreign influence. However, the union was marked by tensions and power struggles, particularly between Denmark and Sweden. Over time, Denmark emerged as the dominant power within the union, relegating Norway to a subordinate position. The Kalmar Union lasted for over a century, but it ultimately failed to achieve lasting unity among the Scandinavian countries. Sweden broke away from the Union in 1523, but Norway remained under Danish control. This period of Danish rule had a profound impact on Norwegian culture and language, as Danish became the official language of administration and education. Following the Napoleonic Wars, Norway entered into a new union, this time with Sweden. The union, established in 1814, came about after Denmark, which had sided with Napoleon, was forced to cede Norway to Sweden. The Norwegians, however, resisted Swedish rule and declared their independence. A short war ensued, but it ended with a negotiated settlement that recognized Norway's constitution while acknowledging the Swedish king as the head of state. The union with Sweden lasted for nearly a century and was a period of significant growth and modernization for Norway. The country experienced a surge in industrialization, particularly in the areas of shipping, fishing and timber. Norway also underwent a cultural revival with a renewed interest in its Viking heritage and the development of a distinct Norwegian identity. Section 5. The Path to Independence. 1905 and the birth of a nation. By the late 19th century, the desire for full independence had grown stronger in Norway. The union with Sweden, while relatively peaceful, was increasingly seen as an obstacle to Norway's national aspirations. In 1905, after a series of political maneuvers and a referendum in which the Norwegian people overwhelmingly voted for independence, the union was peacefully dissolved. The peaceful dissolution of the union with Sweden is a testament to the political maturity and diplomatic skills of both nations. Norway's independence in 1905 marked the beginning of a new chapter in its history, one in which the country would chart its own course as a sovereign nation. Section 6. The 20th century, navigating challenges, embracing progress. The 20th century was a time of both challenges and progress for Norway. The country remained neutral during World War I, but was occupied by Nazi Germany during World War II. The Norwegian resistance movement played a significant role in combating the occupation forces, and the country emerged from the war with a strengthened resolve to maintain its independence and democratic values. Following World War II, Norway joined NATO and became a staunch supporter of international cooperation and peace. The country also experienced an economic boom, driven in part by their discovery of oil and natural gas reserves in the North Sea. Section 7. Oil, gas and economic prosperity. The discovery of oil and gas reserves in the North Sea in the late 1960s transformed Norway's economy. The country became a major energy producer, and its oil revenues fueled a period of unprecedented economic growth and prosperity. Norway's government took a long-term perspective on managing its oil wealth, establishing a sovereign wealth fund to ensure that future generations would benefit from the country's natural resources. Norway's responsible management of its oil wealth has been praised by economists and policymakers worldwide. The country has avoided the so-called resource curse that has plagued many other resource-rich nations, and its sovereign wealth fund stands as a model for sustainable economic development. Section 8. The Norwegian welfare state, caring for all. Norway is renowned for its comprehensive welfare state, which provides its citizens with a high standard of living and a strong safety net. The country has a universal healthcare system, free education, and generous social security benefits. The Norwegian welfare state is based on the principles of social solidarity and equality, ensuring that all citizens have access to essential services and opportunities. The Norwegian welfare state is funded through a combination of taxes and oil revenues. While the country's high taxes have been a subject of debate, most Norwegians support the welfare state and believe that it is essential for maintaining a just and equitable society. Section 9. Modern Norway, a beacon of peace and progress. Today, Norway stands as a beacon of peace, prosperity, and social progress. The nation has built a society that values the well-being of its citizens, ensuring that everyone has access to essential services and opportunities for growth. The country consistently ranks highly in international surveys of happiness, quality of life, and human development. This is a testament to the strong social policies and the emphasis on community and family life that are central to Norwegian culture. Norway is a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system of government. This system ensures a balance of power and a stable political environment, which has been crucial for the country's development and governance. It is a member of the United Nations, NATO, and the European Economic Area, and it plays an active role in international affairs. Norway's diplomatic efforts are widely recognized and respected on the global stage. Norway's commitment to peace is reflected in its role as a mediator in international conflicts and its support for humanitarian causes. The country has a long history of contributing to global peacekeeping missions and providing aid to those in need. The country is also a leader in the fight against climate change and is committed to transitioning to a green economy. Norway invests heavily in renewable energy sources and sustainable practices to ensure a healthy planet for future generations. As Norway looks to the future, it remains committed to its core values of equality, sustainability, and international cooperation. These principles guide the nation's policies and actions, ensuring that Norway continues to be a model for other countries to follow.